Welcome to Eternity, we're a collaborative CRM platform designed specifically for couples and wedding professionals wanting to connect and collaborate on the wedding planning process. In this video, we're going to take you through a very quick but very informative tour of exactly what our platform does for you. You know how difficult it is to plan your wedding, especially nowadays when you have information overload and you're hit with different messages on Instagram, email, WhatsApp, and all sorts of places with various pieces of very important information. To ensure that everything is stored in one place so it's easy for you and your suppliers to have complete transparency throughout the process. As a platform, we also want to make it super easy for multicultural couples and suppliers. So depending on whichever cultures you've picked in the registration process, your platform and your checklist items may look slightly different. To begin with, this is the overview section where you can start to add each of your events. In this example, we've got an Indian-Greek couple who's also having a civil wedding ceremony. You can see a summary of all of your different events with your checklist items, your budget, your guest list, as well as any notification and reminders. So any changes or updates that suppliers make on their end, you'll be notified right here. Start off with a checklist. So you can either choose to see your checklist items per event, or you can see your progress overall. You click on each item, you can see the events they're assigned to, the collaborators involved, the deadlines, the status, priorities, and even any notes. So easily switch them through buckets. Budget section, you can also choose to see everything specific to each event, or you can choose to see them overall. To add a line item, you need to make sure that you're clicked into that specific event. You can either choose to bulk all of your suppliers into one category and split them through their subcategories, or you can just create an entirely new group and choose to add them here. This will be especially useful if you're DIYing some items or if you're inviting suppliers for others. At this point, you can also allocate your budget for each line item and any actual costs, and it will automatically calculate the difference. For any suppliers, you can also put in the deposit amounts and the outstanding amounts, as well as their due dates and whether or not this has been paid. On to suppliers, you can filter them out by culture, location, or different price points. We've got an example of the Indian suppliers in the accessories section. Equally, you can select Greek and you can see all of the other suppliers there as well. Click on a supplier, you can view their portfolio and their description, as well as inquire with them directly on the right-hand side. We have an entire separate tutorial out on this, but you can also view your booked suppliers and share the relevant information with them at any point. The whole point of Eternity is to make it super easy to collaborate with your suppliers and your loved ones throughout your planning process, which is why this is probably one of our favorite features. Remember, you can always add your suppliers through the platform as well, regardless of whether or not they're already using Eternity. Similarly, we've made it really easy for you to store your guest list information per event or as a whole as well. You can add your head guest as well as any other plus ones associated with them, as well as their contact details, RSVP, dietary requirements, and even more. So one of our favorite collaborative features is the itinerary section, where you can see exactly which supplier is associated with that line item, as well as the collaborators, and also keep notes for yourself. For collaborators, they're also super easy to add onto your event, whether that be your partner or any other friends or family members that you want involved in the process. I hope you enjoyed this very quick summary of what Eternity does, and stay tuned for even more future announcements in the upcoming months.